Alright, let's do this. Hello everyone, JadeArrow here with Game 3 of this 4v4 Expert Nomad series. And the Chinese team won the last game, which makes it 2-0 for them. Chinese are on a streak here. But introduced players playing as the blue Chinese is Ongtrum. His teammate playing as the yellow Japanese is the Viper. And right above Viper, or wait, no, that's not. Where is he? There he is. Playing as the teal Slavs is the Max. And finally, playing as the orange Franks is Project Belgium. And then for the Chinese team playing as the Red Mongols is Yo. And the substitute this game, switching out Vivi, playing as the Green Turks is Jibatong. And in the magenta as the Teutons is Lix. And then the Grey Berbers is DS. Okay, so Jibatong and Lix are right next to each other. Neither of them have overly great civs. And Viper has a pretty decent civ. And Max has a really good civ, actually. So this is going to be an interesting 2v2 on this side. And down here with DS and Ongtrum next to each other, they're going to be locked in a 1v1. And then Belgium and Yo are going to be in a 1v1 of their own. Although Belgium's kind of off on his own, and that could be really good for them. Him being the Franks, if he can get a nice boom, get up to Castle Age, heck, maybe even go Imperial Age, and get those tanky cavalry out, then this could be really nice. And I think they actually have better civs. Chinese, Japanese, Slavs, Franks, I think are better civs than the Mongols, Turks, Teutons, and Berbers. Mongols are definitely the strongest for the Chinese team, with their Mengadai and their Siege in late Imp, but none of these are really early game. None of those civs are really good for, like, up until late Castle. And I think that's going to be the time to strike for the non-Chinese team. I think Chinese, Japanese can definitely apply pressure, while the Slavs and Franks boom up and get their economy rolling, and then just steamroll from there. But, Project Belgium has his dock all off on his own over here. Dock from Viper, dock from Ongtrum. Really nice placement. They've got all these fish down here. That's a lot of fish down there. And Yo has a really nice dock placement as well. Lix, not great, but it'll work. And Max, also not great, but it's fine. And Jibatong's has a really nice dock. So docks are really important because they basically, your fishing ships will carry you into Castle Age. Is kind of how it works on Nomad. You just kind of want to have a nice TC placement that has a few food supplies around, mostly in the form of animals. Now this TC from Ongtrum is actually super nice. He's got the deer around, he's got some sheep, he's got 4 boars nearby. It's already taken 2 of them. So this is actually a really good TC spot from Ongtrum. But typically what you want is something at least like this, where if your town center was like right here, you have a town center against the wood with some berries. Now what'll happen is you'll put enough villagers on food that you can keep constant villager production. If they're on forage bushes, you'll want maybe 6 or 7. If they're on hunt, so they're either taking boar or deer, you may only want 5, maybe 6. If they're on sheep, you'll want about 6. And they'll be taking food, and then the rest of your villagers go to wood. And hopefully what'll happen is by the time you run out of that initial food, you'll have enough fishing ships to keep villager production going. And then you'll just put everything into your fish until you have however many you feel like. I usually do somewhere between 8 and 10 fishing ships. It's just how many I am familiar and comfortable with doing. A lot of players will go more, but you'll want a lot of fish. And then that will carry you into castle, mid-castle time. And then by then you'll be able to make farms with your economy and just get going from there. But that's typically how a nomad is going to be played. That's just how you want to start out on nomad. And Hongtrum, walling off DS. We've seen this all 3 games, just walling off, keeping his opponent away. And I think Viper and Hongtrum can 2v1 DS on the water here. And DS is the Berbers, don't have anything in terms of water. But Viper, being the Japanese, has good water bonuses. His fishing ships have crazy pierce armor, so they're not going to die. So I think they'll be able to take out DS on the water. Now, there's a lot of gold on this map. And this is actually kind of interesting. If you divide the map down the middle, right there, most of the stone is on this left side, over here, where the Viper, Lix, Jibbatong, and Max are. Most of the stone's over there. And then Hongtrum and DS have a fair amount of stone down by them. And then there's a few gold piles here and there on this side. On the right-hand side, that's where all the gold is. There's gold everywhere over here, and then a few stone piles here and there. Kind of interesting distribution. That will usually be the case, though. On Nomad, you're going to have one area of the map will have almost all the golds, and then another area of the map will have most of the stones, and then there will be a few sprinkled around the map here and there. That's usually how it works. And this is a nice shallow here. This will let players walk back and forth without having to walk all the way around this thing. So that's really nice shallow. And DS is going on stone here. It makes me think he's going to go for towers. And yeah, one tower there, completely useless. Only one villager can build it at a time. And yeah, that's a completely useless tower. That does nothing. I mean, at most it won't let Hongtrum get onto this gold. But he's got gold back here, he's already on. So that's a waste of a tower, in my opinion. And he's gonna bust through these walls, but then what? What's he gonna do now? Ooh, Hongtrum's putting a tower here. That's interesting. This is gonna force DS off this wood line, but he's already got a lumber camp over there, so that's fine. So yeah, these guys are going to be in their 1v1 for a while. And Lix has gone for towers, and as the Teutons, that means you can garrison twice as many villagers in the tower, which does quite a lot more damage. And yep, there's tower for Lix. Viper going to counter tower, and that tower is not going to go off. So he's just going to reposition his tower over here and wall it off. Now Viper's in trouble. Again. And he's having to run. We got Jibbatong above him, Lick's below him, and he has to run away. Ooh, Viper built a coliseum for these villagers to duke it out. And he is going to win that. Jibbertime did break his way out, but these villagers are still going to die. But what can Viper do now? Like, well, what is his plan? He doesn't have any wood. Putting a lumber camp there, probably would have run up towards Max and built up there. Yeah, what is his plan here? What can you do? Lick's is over here. Knows it's coming. Alright, ooh! Oh, he failed it! Oh, if he had walled in all those villas, he could have killed all of them. He did mess that up. But now he's just gonna charge down the tower. Oh, he's gonna build his own? Oh, that's a mistake in my opinion. Oh, that's a mistake. Just charge down the tower, man. I mean, yeah, both towers are gonna go up, but man, you should just charge that down. If it comes to a tower fight, Licks will win with the Teutons. There's a hole there, you can just walk around, and down here. Yeah, there we go. Tried to build another gate behind it, not working, and Licks is just gonna build the tower down here now. And I think that tower is gonna go down before this tower goes up. So Viper's kind of stuck. There's not much he can do. Max, he's going for War Galley. Who's he fighting on the water? Oh, he's fighting Yo. So the War Galley upgrade is going to give them fire ships instead of fire galleys. And Max is taking the water. So that is going to hurt Yo. But now Project Belgium is coming in with knights. And there's... Yo has walled this off, but there is still a hole there with that shallow. So the wall's ineffective. He's going to go over and try and finish that off now. So Viper's lost, and now he's got a castle on his face. So Viper's lost his base. And... ooh, DS has lost his base. And frankly, if I were Angtrum, I would see DS is still in the Castle Age, or he's still in the Feudal Age, probably going to be up to Castle soon. I'd target his TC and try and petard it down before he can get up to Castle. Just try and delay as much as possible. There we go, he started to target the town center, but it's fine. DS will be up to Castle Age soon enough. Okay, so Angtrum's won his 1v1. Yo and Belgium are kind of just leaving each other alone for the time being. Viper's been pushed back. Max hasn't done a whole lot. And, uh-oh, okay. Viper's made a transport, getting his villagers out of there. And where's he gonna go now? He's gonna come up here and try and build town center there? He doesn't have any resources. Building a mine camp, has enough wood to build another lumber camp if need be, but he's kind of dead again. And I think at this point he's just gonna sling, probably gonna sling Max. But Max, being the slabs, I think he would have more farms. The slabs do have an insane farming bonus. It's crazy. It's their farms work 15% faster. And that doesn't seem like a whole lot, but it really is. Every time I play as the slabs, I always hit Castle Age with like 1,000 food. So it really adds up more than you think. Max lost him now. gonna lose another one. So that's really good for JadeArrowGamer. He's able to hold them off here. And Turks against the Slavs. I think the Turks should do pretty well earlier, but if we get to mid to late Imperial, I think Slavs will overrun the Turks without too much problem. So at this point, everything's kind of settled down, and we're just kind of waiting now. Viper, he can't do much. He's just kind of holding on. Gonna try and get a town center up somewhere. Heck, where can he put it? Over here? He can't go too far, or he's gonna run into Yo. And Max kind of took the only TC spot that I would have said Viper could do. Maybe he'll just put it on that gold. And I turned the chat off. Oops. Wrong one. There we go. Yeah, they're both building outposts. So they're gonna see each other. Ooh, he's actually not gonna get that outpost up. Maybe he will. Come on, you can do it. Okay, not gonna get that outpost up for now. But that town center should go down. Ooh, Mangonel got sniped. It's just too close. So maybe it'll stay up. And now JadeArrowGamer is making his move towards Max. And Max doesn't have anything to defend this. Angtrum is our first player up to the Imperial Age. Really? I did not see that coming. He's only off 50 vills. But he's kind of thrown everything into getting up to the Imperial Age. Doesn't really have anything left to do on land for the time being. His fish kind of run themselves out. So yeah, he's just gone straight up to the Imperial Age. And Belgium has dropped a castle onto Yo. And Yo, with the score lead for his team, is gonna be in big trouble here. He's got a few spears to defend, no upgrades. He's got spears, he's got monks, he's got camels, he's got all the anti-knight units out. But I don't think it's gonna be enough. He's just got so few numbers. And Yo is surrounded now. The only place he can go is try and run out this way. But Viper is transported over here and built his own little base. And he is so safe over here. He's got Angtrum, going to be in the Imperial Age, defending him on this side. And he's got Project Belgium, going to be defending him on this side. And Angtrum is going to hit the Imperial Age before Viper gets to Castle. And Yo is kind of stuck. He's getting up to the Imperial Age, but there's going to be another castle right here. And he's really not going to have much to offer until he can get out Elite Mangudai, maybe Heavy Camel. But that's going to take quite a while. And he's just now started Mangudai production. There's no upgrades on him. He only has one castle. And I think Yo is just going to get steamrolled here. He's on stone, going to try and get a second castle up, but he doesn't have the time. Yeah, I think this is all depending on Lix and JadeArrowGamer right now. I think it's all on them to try and bring their team back into this. And DS has walled up. He's going to try and stall Angtrum as much as he can. So Yo is gonna be out of this soon. DS is mostly done. He's got some town centers. He should be able to get himself back into this. And Viper's done. He's just now putting up his second and third town center. Max. Max is being pushed back here. He's got Licks with some Knights and Jibiton with some Janissaries. And he can't fight this. He could fend off these Knights with some Pikemen, but with the Janissaries here, there's really not much he can do. This is just such a good combination. Battering rams, Janissaries, and Knights. So, Max is surrounded, and Yo is surrounded. It's gonna be a matter of who dies first. Which, at this rate, it's gonna be close. Hongtrum. No, not Hongtrum. Belgium has Cavalier, and he's getting the Paladin upgrade. He's going Paladin. Another castle there from Jibiton. So this is kind of resting on Belgium's shoulders for his team. It's all on him right now. He needs to free up Max a bit, and Viper is booming his way back into the game. It's up to 44 villagers. Not a whole lot, but he's getting himself back into this. Could put down another town center right here, but he's going for mining camp instead. And he's going to try and boom himself back into this game. Hongtrum building a castle up here. He's broken through the walls. And he's got his trebs. He's got some Chuganu. And he's going to start pressuring DS from this side again. But DS has fortified walls. He's just trying to stall. He can't do anything else but stall. His economy's too weak to try and build an army and fight this. So he's just going to throw everything he can into buying time for his team. And with Jibiton going to be up to the Imperial Age, they might be able to overrun Max before Belgium can get over here. But Belgium has completely overrun Yo. Yo has nothing left, and they're calling the GG. They're calling it. Wow, I think they realized that they just cannot stop Belgium. And it's exactly what I said before. He boomed his way up, and sending Paladin forward, and he completely overran Yo. Yo was actually almost going to be defeated. And DS was kind of already out of it. There wasn't much he could do. And yeah, even though Viper got taken out early, he was able to run. And let's look at the achievements. I think Viper was slinging. No, he wasn't. DS did when he started to die. But yeah, 62 units killed from Project Belgium. And yeah, look at that. Yo just got completely overrun. There really wasn't much he could do to stop that. It just Mongols against Franks. I think Franks would probably win it. It really depends, but Mongols really need a whole lot of time to build up. But well done. That finally gets a win for the non-Chinese team, and that was really well played. So that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all so much for watching. Really do appreciate every single one of you amazing people, and I'll see you all in the next one.